Hi everyone, welcome to another heat transfer analysis video from Natural Engineering. In this video, we are going to see how to apply conduction and as well as convection boundary condition in ANSYS workbench. This is the geometry of problem. This is actually a 3D slab as shown over here. Initially, the whole slab will be at 0 Kelvin temperature, and then we will apply a flux boundary condition on this surface with value of 50,000 watt per meter square. We will apply a temperature boundary condition on this back surface with value of 300 Kelvin, and then we will apply a convection boundary condition on this surface, and remaining three surfaces we will assume they are perfectly insulated. All the dimensions are given over here and those dimensions are in meters. To apply a convection boundary condition, we will need two things. One will be convection coefficient, which is 500 watt per meter square per Kelvin, and we will also need the room temperature, which I am going to assume as 298 Kelvin. This is the conduction equation which will be satisfied everywhere, and this is the convection equation which will be satisfied only on this surface. Now this is the typical ANSYS workflow. We have to go from point 1 to point 7. One thing to note over here is we are going to perform steady state thermal analysis. Therefore, while defining the material, we have to define only thermal conductivity. We will assume the material for our slab as gold, and the thermal conductivity of gold is given over here, which is 320 watt per meter per Kelvin. Let's start with ANSYS workbench. First, you have to drag and drop this steady state thermal over here. You can rename this. I will rename it as part 3. Now the step 1 is already done. We just have to select which type of analysis we want. Now step 2 is create material. I will create a new material and name it as gold. And we have to define thermal conductivity, which is 320 in our case. Make sure units are correct. Just close this. Next is geometry. Double click on this. It will open a space claim CAD package. By default, unit will be millimeter over here, but our geometry is in meters. So we'll change the unit first. Go in units and here change this from millimeter to meters. Say OK. Now click on this eye symbol to see the plane head on. And now I will just draw the geometry over here. One line 0.8. Second line is 0.4. And back. Then I will dimension. The distance between these two lines is 1 meter. And the vertical distance between these 2 points is 0.2. That's it. Say end sketch editing. And then you can just pull this surface in one direction by 0.2 meters. That's it. Just minimize this and go to next step 4. Double click on this model. Again, another window will pop up, and remaining all steps we will do in that window. You can see geometry is already here. Now first go in this geometry, click on this geometry and change material assignment over here from structural steel to gold. Next, click on this mesh and click on generate. I will not change anything over here. I will just keep this default mesh as it is. Next, click on this steady state thermal. Here we will define all three boundary conditions. So first, let's start with flux boundary condition. For that, click on this heat, select heat flux, select this surface, say apply, and enter the value over here. In our case, it is 50,000. Make sure units are correct. Next, temperature boundary condition. For that, select this temperature, select this surface, say apply, and temperature is 300. And finally, convection boundary condition. For that, select this convection, select this surface, say apply, and then you have to enter value of film coefficient over here. In our case, it is 500. And also you can change this ambient temperature. In our case, we want it to be 298. Okay, all the boundary conditions are done. Then click on this initial temperature and change this to 0. You know one thing what I like about ANSYS? Their symbols are pretty cute and they are kind of self-explanatory as well. Like see this convection fan symbol or this heat flux symbol, this radiation symbol. I find their symbols are really cute and very easy to understand. You know, I make many videos about Abacus as well on this channel. And compared to Abacus, I like this thing about ANSYS a lot. Anyway, back to our video. You can also click on this analysis settings. You don't have to change anything over here because this is kind of a simple problem. But for complex geometries, you can change these parameters if you are having any convergence issues. Finally, go to solution, right click on it and insert temperature. And again, insert total heat flux. That's it. Hit solve.
A few moments later.
And results are ready. Click on this temperature to see the temperature distribution. Now if you see closely, we have convection boundary condition only on this top surface. And because of that, you can see this curve in temperature distribution. Because heat is going out from this surface, so temperature on the top surface is little bit less compared to temperature on the bottom surface. You can see heat flux as well. Anyway, that's it for this video. Please let me know in the comment section below if you also find ANSYS symbols cute.
Okay.
No, I'm joking. Please let me know in the comment section below if you have any questions. If you like this video, please don't forget to subscribe to this channel to show your support. Also, you can find many similar videos related to computational mechanics on this channel. You can go to the playlist tab of the channel. Here I created multiple playlists, so you can find similar topics videos at the same place. If you have any suggestions for future videos, please let me know that as well in the comment section below. And as always, thank you for watching.